Welcome to this presentation on tariff structure for regulation of reactive power and harmonics in prosumer-enabled low-voltage distribution networks. This research was conducted by Jayaprakash Budhwarpu et al. And published in 9 September 2022. Today, we'll explore the key findings and contributions of this important work. Let's begin by understanding the problem this research addresses. Conventional active energy tariffs in low voltage distribution networks do not account for critical power quality parameters such as power factor and harmonic distortion. This oversight results in significant unaddressed costs for distribution system operators and provides no economic incentive for consumers or prosumers to improve their power quality profiles. This research introduces a dynamic disaggregated tariff structure that explicitly incorporates reactive power and harmonic contributions from all stakeholders. This relaxes the implicit assumption in traditional billing that active energy tariffs alone are sufficient for maintaining power quality in low voltage networks. The proposed tariff, denoted as CQH in equation 20, integrates fixed charges with dynamic reactive and harmonic energy costs. Reactive energy costs are determined by a displacement power factor penalty and a voltage-based incentive for grid support, as shown in equation 11. Crucially, harmonic energy costs rely on a modified phasor analysis-based harmonic contribution method detailed in section 4.1. This method precisely segregates individual harmonic contributions from the utility, consumers, and prosumers, relaxing the need for complex impedance models typically required for such assessments in low voltage networks. This disaggregated approach ensures that penalties and incentives are assigned accurately based on actual power quality impact. On a modified CIGRA low voltage radial distribution network, the proposed tariff demonstrates substantially fairer billing compared to kVAH billing, a common prior approach for high tension consumers. For customer 1, with a linear load, kVAH billing imposed a 5 to 6% penalty, while our tariff resulted in a 0.1 to 0.2% incentive or penalty. For customer 5 experiencing low power factor and nonlinear loads, kVAH billing levied a 24 to 35% penalty, whereas the proposed scheme applied a 0.9 to 1.1% penalty. This significant reduction in excessive penalties, driven by the precise segregation of reactive and harmonic responsibilities, represents a major improvement in billing fairness, as shown in Figure 10. This dynamic tariff scheme promotes disciplined power quality behavior among customers, with potential penalties up to 16.3% of active energy cost for non-compliance, as shown in Figure 9. It also encourages prosumers to act as ancillary service providers for voltage regulation, offering incentives for their reactive power support. However, a key limitation is that the price coefficients, such as B and D, are determined empirically and depend on fluctuating market conditions, including interest rates and equipment payback periods, as detailed in Section 5.1. Furthermore, while validated on a modified Sickert low voltage network and a laboratory scale system, generalization to broader, more complex real world distribution networks requires further investigation. This research successfully developed a novel penalty and incentive-based tariff scheme for regulating reactive power and harmonic pollution in low-voltage active distribution networks. The scheme accurately penalizes customers for excessive reactive energy usage and harmonic injection, while incentivizing those who support network voltage stability or experience utility-side distortions. The methodology, including the modified phasor analysis for harmonic contribution, is demonstrated to be simple, accurate, and realistic. This adaptable framework can be incorporated into various existing tariff structures, such as fixed, variable, or time of use, by adjusting its price coefficients to suit prevailing market scenarios.